channel. Today we're going to be reviewing the Too Faced Gingerbread Spice Palette. If you do want to see a review and a demo, please keep watching. This is what the outer packaging does look like. It is so cute. It says Gingerbread Spice Eyeshadow Palette. I love the little gingerbread man here. And then on the back you do have the eyeshadow names and some of the ingredients. Let's open up this eyeshadow palette to see what the inside does look like. When you open up the eyeshadow palette, you do get a little pamphlet on how to do some eyeshadow looks. This is actually super helpful and it's a great guide. When you open up the packaging, this is what the eyeshadow palette does look like. It does come in their signature tin. It does feel very durable. When you open up the eyeshadow palette, here you have all of the shades and the shade names. It also does come with a mirror as well. I don't want to blind you guys. I'm not getting any gingerbread scent. I'm just getting like a vanilla scent. First, we're going to jump into the swatches and then we're going to create an eyeshadow look using this palette. You guys, I'm running out of arm space, so I am going to be doing the swatches on this side of my arm. I have all 18 shades swatched on my arm. I know when I did swatch the last shade, Spiced Rum, I did swatch it on top of Gingerbread Latte. I do have some thoughts on this eyeshadow palette so far. I don't like this shade in Frostbite Me because it is very chunky, very glittery, and it does have a lot of fallout. The shade Spiced Rum does have a lot of fallout too when swatching. I didn't even press my finger in that hard. The first shade I am going to be taking is the shade Gingerbread Latte. I'm going to be using that as my transition shade. I'm going to buff that all over my crease because this shade is similar to my skin complexion. I'm already having fallout. Besides having that little tad bit of fallout, I really do like this shade in Gingerbread Latte. Using the same brush, I am going to be dipping into Sugar Daddy. I'm going to apply the shade Sugar Daddy all over the lid, so maybe like halfway towards the lid. I'm just going to stop here. So like right here, I'm just going to stop using the shade Sugar Daddy. I'm liking how this eyeshadow look is looking so far. It is blending out very well. I do want to dip into the shimmer shade to see how they perform on the lid. I do want to dip into a tiny bit of this orange shade in Spice is Nice. A lot of fallout does come off from the brush. I'm going to use Spice is Nice and apply that on the outer V. Actually, this is not working with this brush. I'm going to be taking a different brush and I'm just going to diffuse this shade. Wowzers. Look at that. It's a lot of pigment. I'm just going to bring the rest of the shadow in. I'm not sure what kind of look I'm going for. I just want to see how the eyeshadows do blend together. But I do like this orange so far. I know I'm probably using the wrong brush, but I couldn't get much pigment with the other brush. I do want to grab a glitter shade to see how it performs on the lid. So instead of me using just a brush, I am going to be using my finger. We're going to dip into Warm and Toasty. I'm going to pack this all over the lid. Getting a little bit of fallout. The shade is a little bit hard to work with. I'm going to be trying the shade Warm and Toasty with a brush to see how it performs. And I'm just going to wet my brush and we're going to dig into this shadow. I know I feel like I probably did this look with the Jaclyn Hill eyeshadow palette. I'm not a fan of this shadow in Warm and Toasty. It's not applying how I want it to apply. Like, I really have to press this shadow in. This glitter shade in Warm and Toasty, I really had to pack that shade in and really work with it. I'm going to go back in with Gingerbread Latte down here at the bottom. Not to get this shade confused with Gingerbread. There's a shade called Gingerbread and then Gingerbread Latte. Gingerbread Latte is very smooth and buttery. I really like this shade. It blends out so well like a dream. And it matches my skin complexion so you can barely see it. And then we have Gingerbread. I don't know if the camera is picking it up, but here's both of those two shades side by side. So I'm just going to go back in with Gingerbread Latte and just clean up my crease a little bit. I don't really like this shade in Warm and Toasty, but I am going to be grabbing the shade Spiced Eggnog. It was this shade right here, the second shade. Eggnog. Wow, that is gorgeous. Look at the pigmentation too. And the way that my finger picked up that shadow, that's how a shade should blend. Not like the shade Warm and Toasty. We're going to leave this shade probably in the middle and then I'm just going to cover it up with Spiced Eggnog. I'm not really loving this eyeshadow look that I created, so I really want to start over, you guys. Now that we are back to square one with just a blank canvas to work with, I just did not really like how much fallout I had on my face and just how the eyeshadow was looking in general. So I am going to go back in with Gingerbread Latte and I'm going to apply this in the crease again. If I don't like an eyeshadow look, I am going to start all over. I'm not going to go about my day with my eyes looking like that. So now that we have our transition shade in Gingerbread Latte, I am going to be taking Looky at My Cookie and I'm just going to fluff it in. That way our eyes can look a little bit awake and brighter. So just like that, I'm not going to go any further with that shade. Use Ooh Burn, this purple metallic shade. I'm going to be using my finger with this shade. And I'm just going to apply this in the center of my lid. This shade in Ooh Burn is giving me that same feeling that Warm and Toasty did. It does have a ton of fallout. We're going to clean up the fallout later. I do also want to play with this bright pink shade in Gumdrop. Apply this on the outer V. You see, I'm just taking a little bit of that shade and applying that on the outer V. Do the same over here. I'm just going to be taking a clean brush and I'm going to blend all of this together. I don't really like the shade Gumdrop. It does feel a little bit scratchy in the pan and it was a bit patchy when I did swatch it. So I'm just going to clean this. I was blending the shade Gumdrop up here and I kept on doing that after I cleansed the fallout. The next shade I am going to be grabbing is Spiced Eggnog again and I'm going to apply that in the inner corner of my eye. I really do like this shadow. We're just going to tap into reindeer paws. A little bit of definition. I don't know if I should use my finger or this brush. Okay, let's see. I want to add this on the outer V just a tad bit. adding a little bit of reindeer paws really did bring this look together. I'm just gonna apply some mascara. So here we have the final look of what the eyeshadow look does look like. I really do like how this look did turn out. I just applied the shade World by MAC. I don't want my lips to take away from the eyeshadow look. There's a couple things I don't like about this eyeshadow palette. I don't like this shade in Frostbite Me. It's very chunky glitter. This shade Warm and Toasty does not apply well on my eyes. The shade Gumdrop is not buttery at all. It is very scratchy when you do swatch it, and there's not much pigmentation. I love the shade Sugar Daddy. Looking at my cookie, spice is nice. Oh, I wanted to play with Figgy Pudding. I don't know. I am going to be playing with this eyeshadow palette a bit more throughout the month and then at the end of the month, so make sure you stay for my October monthly favorites. These shades are not new at all. I'm pretty sure you guys have some of these shades similar in your collection. Definitely dig through your collection and see what you have. I do like the packaging so far. You do get 18 shadows. This eyeshadow palette does retail for $49. The scent also, it doesn't smell like gingerbread. On the back of the palette, it does say smells like fresh baked gingerbread. No, it does not. Maybe like a hint of vanilla, but there is no gingerbread scent to this. Right here, do you guys see that? That's my thoughts so far on the Too Faced Gingerbread eyeshadow palette. And be sure that you guys are subscribed to my channel, that way you guys don't miss out on any of my videos, especially my monthly favorites videos, because I do have a ton of stuff to talk to you guys about. Definitely hit that subscribe button and don't forget to turn on that notification bell. And if you guys did enjoy this video, please go ahead and give it a thumbs up, and I will see you guys in my next video.